Hold on. Let me take a sip.
Like a Monday-ish Monday.
Yes, it totally is. Although I was up at 5 a.m. with my husband's alarm because he's got stuff to get done. And I was just like, why? But why? 5 seconds later, my teenage daughter, my about to be 18-year-old, runs in like, I finished this final book report. I'm all done. I've been up all night.
You're like, great, I needed that report
I'm
myself.
up. I'm up.
Oh God. Do you ever consider like separate bedrooms when he has to set an alarm that early?
Yes. I've long since considered separate bedrooms. The only thing that's keeping us from having a sleep divorce is the fact that he got the CPAP.
That'll do it.
It's quiet now.
Yeah, that makes all the difference. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been using earplugs, which I noticed are like great overall. And it's not just like drowning out that like little snore that'll keep me up, but like everything else. I don't hear a thing.
The world.
Oh my God, I didn't realize how nice that is. And now I'm addicted to them. So perfect.
There are worse things to be addicted to other than
Completely.
peace and quiet.
Except like when I wake up in the morning and I like hear the mumbling of somebody talking to me and I'm like, you could be loving me or insulting me. And I don't know because I can't hear and that's fine with me. I'll wake up in a minute.
You're living life like a cat.
It's totally what
dog.
it is.
What?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah.
You seem happy.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, you don't look upset. So turn over. Tell me later. It's fine.
I had a really nice weekend, even though I'm dealing with the aftermath of the weekend.
Yeah. How was your Mother's Day?
I know. Shout out to all the hardworking moms out there. I got the day off yesterday, but all I did was get a delay in the things I had to do around the house because they did it for me, but they didn't clean up after themselves for me.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
So I came down today and I was like, what happened?
Oh man. Were there activities for you?
I had to work. Which was fine. It was at the brewery. It's not a big deal. Like we went and we planted marigolds and gave them to other moms. Like it was super cute.
Nice.
We showed up a day late for the mushroom class that I thought I was going to be at.
Okay.
So we did not do that. Then they ended up taking me to the so pissed. I was like, oh, it's the 11th. That was yesterday. Like, I'm so mad.
That is so funny.
Because I was so looking forward to it, but it's just been one. I did not have a day off last week. In fact, I had 7 days of doubles. So I was basically brain dead. Like, there was not getting anything done for me mentally.
Did you get to sleep in or anything?
Yeah, I definitely did. I got to sleep in. I watched like a couple of bad Anne Hathaway movies.
Perfect.
Like, it was just perfect.
Wait, the idea of you is not that bad. Did you see that one on?
I did. It was cute.
That one was cute.
Right. The other one that's out there right now that's brand new that she's in is Eileen, and it is terrible.
Oh, I watched another really bad one on Netflix last night. Mother of the Bride. The acting is so bad.
It's so bad. I also watched that yesterday.
Oh God, it's so bad.
Hey, Stephanie, what did you do with your morning off? I watched 3 really bad movies.
Yes. The script was so good. Bad. The whole thing is bad.
It was terrible.
Ugh.
Start to finish.
To stop. Yeah.
I know, and I love Brooke Shields. I wanted it to be good.
I thought it would had a little bit of oomph to it because she was in it. And then
like Miranda Cosgrove, Benjamin Bratt, like it's got to be all right. It's not.
1000% just took that paycheck and we're like, we literally do not care how terrible this movie is.
On a yacht.
We're aware. We don't care. Yeah, like we're filming in a beautiful place and it's a paycheck.
You get to go to Thailand.
Yes.
So if you're going to go watch that, just go in with 0 expectations and have fun with it.
Don't watch it.
It's really bad.
It's not even like put it on in the background while you're doing chores worthy.
No,
it's like every time you look at it or you hear somebody speak, it's cringy. Don't do it.
Truly bad.
So bad.
Look at us. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
So anyway, so you watched a couple movies, you went to the brewery.
Yeah, they took me out to the Flying Bridge. We had We had a nice dinner on the water, and then we, got to go take obligatory lighthouse photos because that's what I like and they hate.
Perfect.
It's
You're
like,
like, this is the
let's
one
go
day.
for a drive.
You have to do
Exactly.
all I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's
My
funny.
son's miserable face in the whole thing. All the family photos. I said, I'm going to superimpose photos on you. So my husband was turning his frown upside down so that he looked like a claymation. He didn't enjoy that either. So I said, next time, smile because I'm posting it. Mom, don't
That's funny.
post that. I'm definitely posting it.
That's amazing.
You better come correct to my photos because they're going out.
Should we get into what's roasting?
Well, yeah, let's get to the horoscopes and find out what kind of week we're going to have.
It's Monday.
Yeah,
This is the only way I know what day it is.
I can provide this service for you. Wild weekend weather-wise of all of that solar energy. I had a gig.
Did you see anything? Did you
Yeah,
feel
we
it?
saw.
Oh, cool.
I know. We got to see the Northern Lights. I actually posted a photo which had like 1,000 chairs. I was like, who are you people? And why don't you check in with me normally?
Yeah, no kidding.
But it was very, very cool from Provincetown. We got a little bit of action.
That's so cool. I didn't see any, but admittedly, like passed out all weekend, like just after 9 p.m., just asleep. It was a work weekend for me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I happened to be at a gig and then we were running around doing stuff. And I was like, are you kidding me right now?
That's so cool.
It's just really, really cool.
That's
So I got
cool.
that. And I was wondering why our equipment was like acting all funky all night long.
Oh, I'm
But
sure.
it really was acting really weird, like just shutting off, pausing, fuzzing out, doing weird stuff. And I'm like, I just
Crazy.
want new equipment. Why is
So
this
what
a
happens
problem?
when you live in places where it's active, like Iceland, Norway, Canada? Like, do you just have tech issues all the time?
I'm sure you do. I'm sure
Oh.
it's just something that they have to deal with. So there's just a lot of stuff going on in the cosmos. So I'm curious what this horoscope week is going to bring. Aries, your lucky day is going to be Tuesday. You may find a rare antique this week. Taurus, put some extra energy that you've had stored up to good use. You need a lift apparently because you've been down. Your lucky day is going to be Friday. Gemini, Tuesday is your lucky day. You're going to enjoy the interactions with youngsters. Cancer, Friday is your lucky day. If you have treated them equitably, you might be able to count on their loyalty. Leo, Tuesday is the day for you. Your talent will be recognized. Virgo, you have bent over backwards trying to help everyone. Now it's time to let them stand there on their own 2 feet. Wednesday is for you. Libra, do not sign your life away. You have 2 choices. Get out on your own or bend to your mate's whim. Today's your lucky day.
Okay.
Right? Scorpio, arguments are going to flare up if you get backed into an emotional corner. Tuesday is your lucky day. Sagittarius, Friday is going to be your lucky day. Do not let lovers cost you money or take advantage of you.
Oh.
Right? Capricorn, get everybody to pitch in if you need help.
That's cute.
It's super cute. You can expand your friend circles if you get involved in unusual
You
activities.
do not need any more friends. Do not take that one to heart.
I don't need the expansion, and I get myself involved in unusual activities all of the time.
Anyway, that's not. Yeah.
Apparently today is my lucky day, so buckle up. It's going to be a shit show kind of week. Aquarius, you are best not to discuss your personal life with others. Friday is your lucky day. Pisces, false information from someone trying to start problems is likely. Don't get involved with individuals who are already committed to others. Saturday is the day for you.
Okay.
Right? You're like, just interesting.
Interesting.
Let's get into what's roasting.
Let's do it. So Sabrina Carpenter celebrated her 25th birthday over the weekend. She's so cute.
I love her.
Love her little energy.
Right?
I love watching her perform. She's the cutest little button of a thing, and I love her music. Espresso is like a mantra these days. Total song of the summer. She had a Leonardo DiCaprio meme on her birthday cake, and
hysterical.
I love that.
Yep.
I think it's just so Gen Z.
I think it's just one of those generational things, multi-generational things. Everybody knows the folklore of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh my God. It's so
just
funny.
Great.
I wonder I wish he would like comment on this kind of stuff. Obviously he won't, but like I wish he would like laugh about it or say
Yeah,
something
right.
you know what I mean? Because
And
like
just in
that's
case you have
funny.
no idea what we're talking about, she had a Leonardo DiCaprio meme on the top of her cake because she's turning 25 and moving out of his age bracket of dating. It was just great.
It was so funny. And she's been seeing Barry Keoghan, right? That's how you say his name.
I don't know how
Um
you say his last name. Kewen, I thought.
well, okay. Either way. Um yeah, they've been seen out together. They were
I
at a Met
find him
Gala
so
together.
unattractive and very scary. Maybe because he played a serial killer on his last one, but
Incredibly talented.
yes, for sure.
I would love to like watch the two of them interact because I I haven't. She's so funny and
Mhm.
she's so lighthearted and very
Yeah.
realistic, but she doesn't necessarily give me like mastermind behind the scene vibes.
No.
And neither does he. I think he's incredibly talented at his craft, but he doesn't either give me like
No, they both are like go with the flow kind of people that
that's
I
my
feel
point.
like. Like they're
Yes.
both genuinely like
Yeah.
amenable to like whatever. Like, all right, we'll do this now. We're
Yeah.
good at that.
And I hope that
Like,
life doesn't take advantage of them and the
yeah.
pop culture sphere doesn't take advantage of that and exploit them because they're so cute and I hope they
Yeah.
do well and it's fun to see that
They
group
seem
and
like they're truly enjoying what it is that they're doing and
yeah.
each other. So it's cute.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah, I
very
love
cute. I don't know. I do not understand the Steve
that.
Buscemi story. How he was just punched by a random assailant on the
This is
street.
happening in New York though. It's this is not the first time this has happened. I feel like I've seen, oh god, a housewife and like a few other people, I couldn't tell you who, people getting like randomly assaulted like on the street, walking down the street in New York. I think it
It's
was
just so
on
weird to me.
Instagram or TikTok that like people are just doing it. Like women, yeah, it started with young women, of course, like walking home to their apartments or whatever. They're on their phones, they're distracted or something, and they just get punched out of nowhere. Let me see if I can find any info.
It's just really weird. He was in Midtown, which I feel like Midtown is a happier place than a violent area, but it's also happening more often, like you said, another victim of a random act of violence in the city.
Yeah, April 12th, 2024. Why are men randomly punching New York City women? New York Times, todayonline.com. Women in New York are getting punched out of nowhere, April 1st, 2024.
So all of the women in Steve Buscemi, like,
Not
let's
gonna
now
read that.
punch elderly men. Like that's
It's
a good
yeah, I
idea.
mean, that's the next jump, right? Like, in terms of vulnerability, clearly.
Is there a TikTok
MSN, April
thing?
25th. Women in New York City share stories of getting punched out of nowhere. Multiple women online say they were punched out of nowhere. This man just came up and hit me in the face
It's
with
so
a visible
weird.
bruise under her eyes. He just hit me.
Well, at least the attacker was taken into custody and is being dealt with, and maybe we'll find out
Good.
more information because it's just stupid,
Yeah, I wonder why. Like, what
right?
motivates you to do? What motivates you to assault randomly?
I don't know. I really
Beyond me.
don't get I don't even understand what's happening, period, in the world
Yeah.
in general. I'm just like, okay. Let me know if it's over soon. I'm kind of like the MTV Movie and TV Awards that were scrapped this year. I think they were like, there's not really any bigs out there.
Oh, movie and TV. Okay,
Yeah.
movie and TV, that's fine. For some reason, I was thinking music video, and I was like, "No. No, no, no.
No,
Those will
I
go
just don't
on."
think that there was like any big blockbusters. Like, I don't feel like people are attending.
I always wondered what the hell MTV was doing inserting their opinion on movies anyway. Like, this is not
Yeah.
your genre.
Right.
Music, television, it's not your genre. TV I get though, because they had different shows and stuff at one point in time, but
Yeah.
it's MTV TV is not the same. We
Mm-mm.
don't have, like, the ones they had all those crazy shows, I can think of them, like, in, like, see my brain, but I can't remember any of the names. Teen Mom, that was MTV, right? What else was,
Well, not just
MTV?
necessarily
Cribs.
their production of things, it's their interpretation of things. Like, we didn't have any bigs for movies this year. We
Oh,
didn't come
yeah.
out with like Barbie and Oppenheimer. You know what I mean? We didn't
Ye
have those this
Well,
year.
it's early in the year. Wicked comes out this
We're
year,
halfway
right? So that
through. like,
shh, that's crazy.
we're halfway through. Like, it's not. It's just kind of like this year was
Yeah.
kind of fluffy, and we didn't have any videos with high production value. Taylor didn't come out with all of those. We've moved into this TikTok realm
Space.
of just actual physical
And like
reality.
movie remakes and
Yeah.
part 18 of the same movie over and over and over again.
Yeah. It's gotten lazy. It's like survival.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
I don't know what it is. So I don't know whether it was like lack of fanfare or they were like, shit, it's time for a deadline and we got nothing. Let's just do it next
It
year.
also feels like they're trying to like, at least the internet is trying to like push movies that I don't know if there's actually any general interest in watching.
No.
For example, like The Challengers, Zendaya's in it. It's got so much press, but I don't know how much interest I actually have in the movie. Like, I have so much mental information about all the outfits Zendaya has worn on the red carpets to all the premieres of this movie, but I have no idea what the movie's about.
Right.
Haven't seen a trailer. I have no actual interest in seeing the movie. Will not pay to go see it. So it's an interesting like sphere, I think, and what social media has done to kind of twist the interest in these movies and in what part of the movies people are interested in. But I agree with you. There's no blockbuster that's going to come out and slam through. We'll see what happens the back half of the year. And then just a plug, I will go, and I know this is controversial and I do not care. I will go to my dying grave trying to convince people that Oppenheimer is actually a terrible, terrible, terrible movie.
I haven't seen it.
God, it's so bad. And the only people that like want to tell you it's great are like, oh my God, it's so bad. The plot, there is no plot. Just because it was a real life situation does not mean that it doesn't need to have a plot. It's still a movie. I can't. It was like a complete like tech bro movie.
Okay. I still don't even know what the premise is about. Isn't that funny? I've never saw it. Not interested.
Our show's gonna get canceled because I said I hate that movie.
We didn't like it. We're allowed to not like things.
There's too many points of view. There's so many ended plot lines that make no sense, like plot holes. There's dialogue that makes no sense.
It's not for us. Sorry.
It's 3 hours and you think the movie's over and it's not. Like, it's just... We'll go on that rant a different day. That's fine. Just a very short
We let it out. It's gone now.
Barbie, though. Anyway, moving
right? On. I love this Katy Perry story just because recently I asked this question of the day of the week on my social media, and I was like, what's that one song that immediately like gets you ready for something? And it's always Katy Perry's Roar. And so then I don't know why. It's so stupid. It's not even a great song. And it's just one of those songs, though, that when I'm like, all right, I put it on and I'm like, okay, I can do this.
I have a playlist of songs like that I've curated.
Do you? Your psych up song?
Get your shit together playlist. Yes. Yeah.
And this happens to be mine. And I don't know whether it's my age bracket or what, but Katy Perry's Roar is the most viewed music video.
So many of those too.
By a female artist. 4 billion on YouTube. So maybe it's other people's anthems. Like I feel validated now.
YouTube? Is it the video itself?
Yes. Right? So I don't know if
she
it's the video.
She embarks on an animal-filled frolic through the jungle in which the pop star befriends a monkey, showers with the assistance of an elephant, brushes a crocodile's teeth, and roars a tiger into submission. Can I say something?
Yes.
I think people are getting high and watching this video. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the track, because otherwise the track itself would also be streaming at high levels on platforms. But just hearing the description of that video, I bet you there's like a deep drug culture meme-esque.
Meanwhile, I'm like, oh, look, my power-up anthem is doing so well.
For sure. I'm sure it's like moms want to put on the little feminist song for their little girl that's not overly feminist, but like just feminist enough. And then like deep archival drug culture.
That's okay. Maybe.
But either way, congratulations to Katy Perry. Whatever works for you. Sales are sales, views are views. Go for it.
That's it. So you were talking about bro culture, and I think this story is the ultimate bro culture.
Oh my God.
Shelton bidding on a $40,000 walk-on movie role.
Mark Wahlberg jokes I'm a movie star now. It is so his personality.
When was the last time Mark Wahlberg made a movie that was worth watching?
Yeah, but does that make it even better that like Blake was able to like pay his way onto a minor role?
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, at least he knows who he is. Mark has got to know who he is now at this point. Um, that's so funny.
But that's like someone's base salary, like for a walk-on role. This is just what I think of when I think of, amounts of money in that space right there. It's just such bro culture.
I love the way that he said it. I don't know if you guys saw the auction earlier. This is me the last time I'm ever going to perform country music. I'm a movie star now. I'm not fucking around. I love that.
Oh, and the story about Brian Wilson actually makes me really upset. He has struggled with mental health his entire life. I
Yeah.
feel like musical genius situation has lent him to some seriously bad spaces. And now that his wife has passed away, he has to have conservatorship. She really was his everything. She kept him together. She was his anchor to
Yeah.
reality,
I'm
his
sure she was
tether to
doing
normal.
way more behind the scenes than like sign this, do this. I'm sure she was acting as that way. It didn't need to be in a formal capacity because she's his wife. You
Yeah.
know, that's
Yeah, I know. So it just really it makes me it happens a lot, especially around here where we've got an aged population. I know I work with a lot of elderly people and you see it when the loss of a spouse happens where people just
yeah.
kind of crumble and their life does and it's sad. Very
Speaking
sad.
of movies that do not need to be made and they just keep getting made over and over
Why?
and over
What is
again
the
and over
why?
again. Please, please stop. No, like, where did all the creativity go in the world?
It's
Where?
gone.
And you know what else I was thinking too? I don't see any. Maybe I don't really watch. We don't watch cable TV anymore. I don't see any commercials for horror movies. Like if you look at the show times, I just went to like Entertainment Cinemas Dennis. Let me see what's playing. Right? When is Challengers playing? There were like 2 horror movies. I'm like, I've never heard of these. And you must be big enough if you're making it to the box office.
Right. Or there's
Now,
just nothing else.
I don't know. It's like little kids animated films that aren't Disney, so nobody's going to see, and horror movies that I've never.
Well, there's one that
Ugh.
but I Fall Guy, right? What's his
Oh
face?
yeah,
But I
yes,
mean, it looks like stupid. They're like, if we had Emma and Ryan in this movie, it will kill. But
yeah.
it doesn't look like it's well written or particularly good in any
Which
fashion.
is exactly
So
what you were saying earlier. But to no shock to anybody, there's a reboot of Fantastic Four.
I
Marvel,
do like
please
John
stop.
Malkovich and I do love Pedro
But
Pascal.
isn't this what we were talking about? Like
Is
you're
it
taking
enough?
actually really, really talented people and putting them in like really, really bad or remade movies. Like, where's the creativity? Like they're
Mhm.
actually capable. These actors are actually capable of doing something.
Yep.
Give them a good script. Makes
And
me sad.
now um all of our paparazzi trying to make a moment out of something that was absolutely not a moment.
Oh,
It's not a
I just
moment.
read the headline and then read the rest. That was like my brain.
Right? It's not a moment.
Okay.
So we had Pedro Pascal that is going to be in this remake. And speaking of Pedro, a photo of him and Dakota Johnson locking lips in New York City last week got the internet buzzing.
But of course.
And until it was revealed that it was a scene for their new movie that they're working on, The Materialists. So maybe that can be something good.
Is he married?
No, I think he's single. And
Oh, Poppy. Yeah,
she's like
he's single.
very much involved with Chris, what's his face from Coldplay, Chris Martin. They've been
Yeah,
together,
a
they're
long
co-parenting
time.
a little too closely with Gwyneth Paltrow. I think it's a little bizarre the amount of closeness that this they share.
I don't know anything about that. I'll have to dive in deep.
Well, she is dating Chris Martin, whose
Oh,
ex
okay.
is Gwyneth Paltrow. Only like
Oh,
they
I
hang
follow.
out together a lot. Like it's just it's like
Do they have
very
kids?
weird. Yeah, but the kids are like my kids' age.
Oh no, you don't need to hang out.
Yeah, right? It's like, I don't know, it's just very strange.
I
They
think
send
it's like
each
a.
other presents and it's like throupley. I don't love
Oh
it.
yeah, I was gonna say, is it like throupley?
It's just very strange. But they
Weird.
seem happy. So I mean, good for her.
I was just looking to see like what's at the movies
Hmm.
right now, just because I'm curious.
It's the Fall Guy, right? I don't know of anything else that's out there. Planet of the Apes, right?
Yep, Planet of the Apes, again, a remake. Dragon Keeper, animated film that's not Disney.
Right.
Tear horror movie nobody's ever heard of. The Fall Guy. That other movie you were saying.
Right.
Disney's The Lion King is coming, but I think that's got to be... I saw the TV Glow. It's got to be another horror movie.
Like, there's nothing.
No, it's not in English. And it's somehow coming soon. What?
To be honest, last night I fell asleep watching a documentary in Spanish.
And then The Challengers is playing. Oh, a movie called Nowhere Special.
Like, right? You're digging now.
Yeah, that's got Nobody We Know. It's a drama. It looks to be the one that wins what's the famous movie festival?
Oh, Sundance?
Yeah, it's like a Sundance.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Unsung Hero. Again, I don't know anybody in it. That looks to me like a family musical, but I don't know.
These sound terrible. It's spring. Get out there, and we're almost here with the summer. So
Ghostbusters 14.
Why?
Kung Fu Panda 4. Star Wars Phantom Menace. Oh yeah, we knew that was going on this week.
All remakes and all stuff we don't need to see anymore. Exactly.
My point is made.
That's why they were canceled. Nobody cares because there's nothing good out there.
That's right.
Well, we don't have a problem recommending you some content. Most of it's pretty bad lately. Sorry.
Our recommendation is not bother going to the movies. Do not give them your money when we know that they're bad. Don't do it.
Oh my gosh. So get perky with us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The First Shot Morning Show. Have a good week, everybody.
The First Shot Morning Show is produced by Lemonadio. When life gives you lemons, make radio. We encourage everyone to listen happier.com.